Hi Changer Lifers, this is my follow-on video to the reasons why New Year's resolutions fail. Now this video is for you if you've already tried and failed to stick to your New Year's resolution for this year, or with any habit for that matter. So stay with me for my top 4 tips on how to set and keep New Year's resolutions and habits. Tip number 1. Create headspace and reduce your stress levels. So when you are creating any new habit, you are literally creating a brand new neural pathway in the brain. And I liken it to a woodland pathway. You need to tread it down, tread it down, tread it down for that to be the one that you follow. Now that takes a lot of energy. So you really need to clear the decks of other stuff because our brains only have so much energy per day. You also need to make sure you get good sleep. You also need to make sure you're doing some form of exercise because that reduces your stress levels and increases oxygen to the brain, which again helps with the formation of those neural pathways. You also need to be eating well, particularly eating omega-3 fatty acids. Now that's because they create the protective layer around the neural pathway, which makes it stronger and stronger, or as the neuroscientists call it, the myelin sheath. So make sure you eat plenty of those. Tip 2, get really clear on the benefits of your new habit and the cost of not doing it. So we as human beings are hardwired for pleasure and to avoid any pain. So you really need to be focusing on the good of your new habit and really taking your attention away from any bad. So this is where writing 50 top benefits of what you're doing is really helpful. This is where vision boards are extremely helpful. Whatever it is that works for you, stay focused on the benefits. You also need to be focusing on the cost of not doing this. So for example, if you're giving up smoking, really actually looking at the fact that you could die, not be around to see your kids grow up if you don't stop doing this habit. Tip 3, make small, gradual changes. Now this is because our brains need any changes to be as non-threatening and as familiar as possible. If they're not, the old part of our brain back here, the amygdala, will go into hijack and will go into fight, flight or freeze mode and go back to the old, the familiar, the safe, whatever that is, good or bad. So for example, when my clients, when I'm recommending them meditation, I recommend just 5 minutes every day and to do that in the same place at the same time. So tip 4, give it time. So remember, you are creating a brand new neural pathway which needs to be trodden down again and again and again in your brain, so you need to give it time, and I recommend between 1 to 3 months of doing that new habit consistently. And for those 1 to 3 months, schedule in the time and monitor your progress. So rewards along the way, block out time in your diary and create the time and the space and the energy to commit to your new habit. So that's it. You now know all you need to know to create and sustain those New Year's resolutions or any other habits once and for all. So clear the decks and just take that one small step. And if you've enjoyed this, please do share. Thanks for watching.